Hello, sports fans. Welcome to Sports on Our Media Sport. Today, I'm full of smiles because I have some good news coming your way. Now, as we all know, we are in pre-season, and the next season, 2025-2026 football season is about to kick off. And Our Media wants to bring some goodies your way. Now, we'll be doing a lot of lives, a lot of watch-alongs. During the FIFA World Cup, during the FIFA Club World Cup, we did a lot of watch-alongs where some of you joined, and we had an amazing time. So this season, we want to have more of that, and we want you to join in the live, join the conversations once we are streaming, and drop your comments. Let's get interactive. We want to grow a community on here. So what we want to do is, as you can see, we have some amazing shirts. These are quality shirts, by the way. This is Real Madrid, Manchester United, and Chelsea. Now, let's not forget, Chelsea has the World Championship badge in there. And we'll be giving all of these out based on your engagement with us. Now, if you're able to join our live on our watch-alongs and you're able to predict correctly,
Right, the stage is set. All 22 players are ready to battle it out at the Craven Court. It is Fulham versus Manchester United. Both teams are chasing for their very first win of the season. My name is Goalie and welcome to Our Media Sports. We are live on YouTube, live on Facebook, live on TikTok as well. And of course, the gentlemen are already seated in the studio. I have Force here. Force, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
Fine.
Great. And of course, George is in the building, the Manchester United fan. George, how are you doing?
Gideon.
Yes, Gideon. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'll be better.
Gideon. Respectfully, right? The next time he gets your name wrongly, he has to go.
I agree with you, Gideon. I don't know why I keep on calling him George. Maybe I have a friend called George, and he looks so much just like you. Well, the game has already started. 1 minute, almost 2 minutes now. Fulham 0, Manchester United 0. But let me take your initial thoughts. I'll start with you.
Yeah, I think today United have gone with just one change from last week. I think Ahmad comes in for Diego Dallo. And I think today they've got to win this game. United are unbeaten at the Craven Cottage in the last 9 games, I think. So I think United have the edge in this game.
United, has the edge. But let me come to you first and your initial reactions to this.
Well, I think the stage is set. You understand, because per what we saw last week from United, I think that they should win this game. But at the end of the day, you can't use last week's performance to be the basis for which you can really assess this game. So the merit is that United should win this game, but it's not going to be comfortable.
So United should win this game, but it's not going to be comfortable. And at this point in time, United is moving forward. In Buemo has an opportunity, but goalkeeper surveyed the situation for Fulham. Both teams are in search of a win as far as the season is concerned. But let me quickly run you through the lineup for the two teams. For Fulham, we have Leno, we have Tete, we have Anderson, Calvin Bassey, we have Castagne, we have Reg, we have Lukic, we have Sessegnon, we have Kane, Alex Iwobi, and of course the striker Muniz is also in there for Fulham. For Manchester United, a visiting team, we have Ate Ben Yedder, we have Delight, we have Mason Mount, Bruno Fernandes, Matthias Cunha, Patrick Dogu, we have Lenny Joro, we have Amad Diallo, Casemiro, Brian Mbeumo, and Luke Shaw. Do you think that Amorim has presented a very strong lineup for this game?
Very strong per what they've gotten, you understand, because you can.
I like that per what they've gotten.
Yes, your first 11 or your squad is going to be from the pool of players that you got. So per what we know and per what we saw last season and what we saw last week, I think that the players on the field are the best that he could present. But just that I think that the goalkeeping aspect has not been fixed yet. Yeah. I really do not know if Onana is going to regain his position as the first choice, or if Bayanda is still going to be in post subsequently. Yeah. But per what we've seen this season, I think this is the best set of 11 that United can present.
Okay, great. But let me come to you. It still keeps Sesko out of the game. He's on the bench. Just hopefully maybe in the second half he can have a bite.
Yeah, just like last week, I think he will come in the second half. In his pre-match interview, he said Sesko has been there for only 2 weeks, so he needs to acclimatize.
Players who just come in the next game they are playing.
I mean, he needs to get used to his teammates, to the English culture. So I understand why Sesko didn't start today.
No, it is. You see, it is not necessarily about the culture. Like you rightly indicated, there are players who come in today and then play today, or come in today and then play tomorrow. But it might be the level of fitness that is expected of him. Maybe he's not up to that fitness level because if the coach do believe that Sesko is going to, give them goals in this match, I think that he would have started. But maybe because of the fitness level, because of maybe issues concerning, the endurance level, that might be the reason for which he's starting from the bench.
I agree. I think it's just a matter of time.
So just a matter of time, and this is Fulham trying to restart and relaunch an attack on Manchester United. And just 5 minutes of play is still goalless at the Craven Cottage. We are live on Facebook. We are also live on YouTube. So drop your comments, drop your predictions. We'll read them for you as and when. And this is Fulham, coming at Manchester United. And this afternoon, both teams are looking for at least a win to prepare them ahead of in the season. And but last week we saw how Brighton and Hove Albion gave up that lead, where Fulham had to settle for a draw, an important or vital point for Fulham and Marco Silva, where they grabbed that 1 point far away at the American Express Stadium, and that is Fulham. Anderson finds his goalkeeper, Leno tried to locate a player. Yes, he finds him, and this playing from the back yesterday, we saw how that one also hunted some of the teams that played in the English Premiership yesterday, for instance.
It is a philosophy that has been there for a long time, you understand? But it's about practice. If you are very confident in playing from the back, then why not? It is pleasing, you understand? To the eyes and to the spectators. But if you are caught out, especially
just like how Trafford was caught out yesterday.
Yes. So if the opposing team do press very high and they have the endurance to press for 90 minutes, there's going to be that is why most of the time you realize that teams do not play that kind of football when they play against Liverpool, especially under Jurgen Klopp's Turner. Because they are going to be high up the pitch. They will press you every single step all the way. So it depends on your ability and your understanding of the game. But I do not think that it is important. Yes, I mean the most important thing in the game is that you find your strikers, you find your attackers. So if you are able to find your attackers playing from the back, why not?
So Calvin Bassey is on the ground. Certainly sure Brian Momo had a touch on his face, and so he's down and will be attended to as the medics try to come on the field to get him out of the pitch. But Brian Momo is having a discussion with Casemiro. Certainly sure that this afternoon the likes of Casemiro, the likes of Bruno Fernandes, Amad Diallo will be sending in the balls for the likes of Matthias Cunha and Brian Mbeumo to put them at the back of the net. Manchester United is heavily tipped. You look at the Opta supercomputer, they have actually pinned Manchester United to 64.1% of winning this game against Fulham. Judging from the fact that Fulham have not been that flamboyant in their at Craven Cottage. You watch the statistics, and the last 3 games for Fulham at home, they've lost all of them. And so clearly telling you that Manchester United, if the statistics anything to go by, then Manchester United should be able to clear this one in.
Yeah, United have a very, very good record at Craven Cottage. As I said earlier, I think, if I'm not mistaken, their last 9 visits to Craven Cottage, they've not lost there. So I think this game is a winnable game for them. They have to win this game to give momentum to the squad, to give fans the energy to support the team. So they've got to win.
Especially to build on how they played against Arsenal. You understand? Because
exactly.
Every pundit did indicate that United shouldn't have lost that game. Yes. The best team on the day lost. So I think that if the performance today is not up to what is expected of them, it's going to be like what they did last week was just a fluke. You understand? And this is what happened last season. They played very well today, and then the subsequent weeks they were really, really poor. So for them to rewrite that story, then it means that they would have to improve on what they did against Arsenal, and then win this match. So if they're able to win this match, then there's a clear indication that what there's intent to do very well this season.
Exactly.
Patrick Dogu with the ball, and last week we saw how Patrick Dogu, dazzled the fans of Manchester United. He really played well. Let's see what happens. Casemiro tries to pick up a teammate. There is a man Diallo, the Ivorian international, and Brighton Mbeumo has the ball now. Manchester United, forcing their way through. This could be an opportunity for the Red Devils, but it is a welcome goal kick. And Fulham will have to breathe at this point in time. 9 minutes of play. Fulham 0, Manchester United 0. We are live on YouTube. We are also live on Facebook, Our Media Sports. And Leno starts the attack once more. There is Fulham. And Fulham tries to pick up a teammate, but of course Manchester United will have to stop play. And this is Mason Mount. United coming forward, finds Bruno Fernandes a shot. But goalkeeper Leno comes to the rescue of Fulham. It's a throw-in for Manchester United. It looks as if they are piling pressure on Fulham.
Yeah, but Dogu was late, you understand, because the shot that came from Bruno should have been a pass to the left channel, but because he saw nobody, the space has been created over there because Mason Mount had cut in. So if Dogu had been there, the ball would have gotten to him, and then he gives the crossing. But because there was no option, then he had to take the shot.
Shadrach Mensah on Facebook says full time Fulham 1, Manchester United 2. Let's see. I mean, these are predictions, and so let's see what happens at the end of 90 minutes. You can also watch. You can also send us your prediction on Facebook. It's Our Media Sports. On YouTube, it's Our Media Sports. In the after I've seen your message, I'll read them. We also love you guys. So this is Fulham. The ball is with Calvin Bassey now. Calvin Bassey trying his best at the left flank, and of course moving with full force. Calvin Bassey tries to pass by Brighton Mbeumo, but sends the ball backwards. Our Media Sports on YouTube, Our Media Sports on Facebook. A long one has been sent in looking for his teammates.
Yeah. So you realize that United is a bit off the pace, because against Arsenal they were really high. They really press high. But against Fulham today, I don't really know why they've sat a bit deeper, because
maybe early days yet.
No, but the way they were able to press Arsenal, Arsenal is a more solid team compared to Fulham. Arsenal do hold the ball better, So for them to have gone toe to toe with Arsenal and then beating them to the possession game, and today they are a bit laid back against Fulham, I think that is a problem.
That is problematic, says False. But goalless here at Craven Cottage. Fulham 0, Manchester United 0. Patrick Dogu sends a throw in, tries to find Luke Shaw, but Fulham will have to deal with this. Fulham is coming at Manchester United. This is Lukic. Lukic trying to locate a player, finds one, and Fulham is moving in full force. This is Fulham. This could be an opportunity, but of course goalkeeper Benyede comes to the rescue of Manchester United. It's a throw in for Fulham. Kim looking very, very swift. Calvin Bassey finds a teammate. That is Berge, wearing number 16 jersey for Fulham. Still ball goes back to Calvin Bassey. A long one has been sent in, looking for Titi and the rest, but goalkeeper Benyede is there. I look at how Benyede has gained confidence in this his second start or second game for Manchester United this season. It looks as if he's really in to give that sort of competition to Andre Onana.
I think that was a smart save from him there. I think he needs the confidence to go on. I think Manchester United are also looking to sign a new goalkeeper, so he needs that confidence to command the number 1 position for Manchester United.
To command that number 1 position for Manchester United, this could be an opportunity. Matthias Cunha! What a miss! What a miss!
I have always indicated, I have always said that as a centre forward, or even if you are not a bona fide centre forward, so far as you are playing up front, there are certain chances that you should never miss, and this is one of them. This is the same mistake that they did against Arsenal, right?
Yeah, that is true.
They had almost all the clear-cut chances, and then they flogged them. Exactly what they have started doing, because under no circumstance, under no situation, there's the probability of you missing that ball is lower than scoring. So I really don't understand how he did not put that at the back of the net.
So it was a big miss for Manchester United, and Matthias Cunha was was a player that missed that ball. Glorious opportunity for Manchester United. They should have been ahead by now.
He should have scored. He should. In this game, he has had. This is the third chance I think he has had. He put one just wide, one hit the post, and this one. I think he should be scoring that for United. United should be 1-0 up or 2.
One thing he did that I love is the fact that the pace, the ability to hold the ball, and the fact that he was able to shrug the defender off. I mean, when you are playing up front, these are qualities that you need. You understand? You need power, you need pace. You are supposed to be able to hold the ball up, right? And that is exactly the first touch of the ball was great. But the most important thing after doing almost everything perfectly was to put the ball at the back of the net.
Was to put the ball at the back of the net. Fulham is coming at Manchester United, an opportunity for Fulham, but ball has been dealt with. It's a corner kick for the home side, and Amad Diallo. It was an important block for Manchester United by Amad Diallo, the Ivorian international, and had to track back after losing that ball.
Yeah, he gave the ball away so cheaply, so he had to come back to save
the situation.
You see, there's a difference between playing as a wing back and as a full back. He has to understand that he's playing not as a not as a full back. He's playing as a wing back.
But he has to help.
So there are certain mistakes when you commit them, you put the team in a mess. Because there's no full back.
Corner kick has quickly been infected, an opportunity, but ball has been headed out. Still, Calvin Bassey with a try by Manchester United goalkeeper Ben Yedder to the rescue for the Red Devils.
All these problems are coming as a result of that mistake. So is it sometimes you need not elaborate too much on the ball. When there's no space, all you have to do is to find your teammate. It's as simple. That is why when you start football as a youngster, they tell you the basics of the game. You pass, you move. These are the basics of the game. You understand? Then, if there is space and you want to elaborate, you elaborate.
Another corner kick for Fulham. A long one has been sent in. Can he get it head? Of course, Calvin Bassey nearly got a goal for Fulham. And at this point in time, it is all Fulham affair. Just look at this opportunity. Calvin Bassey misdirected it a little bit.
That was a brilliant corner kick. And Calvin Bassey should have done better because with the height and the power that he's gotten, I think that ball should have been a goal.
We are live on YouTube, Our Media Sports, live on Facebook, Our Media Sports. Leave us your comment, leave us your prediction. Of course, we'll be here to read them all for you during the social media corner segment where Mercy will be on. A long one has been sent in by Ben Yedder. Fine, Patrick Dogu, and of course Fulham will have to deal with this one. It's a throw in for Fulham, and just look at that. Andre Onana having some discussions. He says that, Charlie, where the thing catch, they be like, I don't go catch again.
Oh, you go catch, they go catch. You know, even if you go having come, Onana be the first choice. You understand? So that one there is just a one-off.
I think they need a competition for him.
Of course,
that's why they are going for a new goalkeeper.
No, you know, in football, right? You don't have two number ones in the team. Do you understand? It disrupts cohesion. So that is why most of the time you realize that when the team has a clear number one, they find somebody who is not at the same momentum with the first choice, but just a bit lower when it comes to pedigree. You see, so for you to go in for the same caliber as Onana is going to be a problem. So if you realize when they were going for Donnarumma, that if you bring Donnarumma, then it means that Onana would have to leave.
If you bring Donnarumma, means, and of course he's already heading towards the Old Trafford per reports.
No, he's the team.
Manchester City right now. Manchester City right now. Okay, great. I do understand that.
That transfer, maybe Donnarumma is leaving PSG because. Not because of his ability, but because he can't play the ball with his feet. And we know that Pep Guardiola also likes.
No, you see,
that transfer is very confusing.
That was a camouflage. You understand? I mean, the main reason for which they want him gone is his wages, because he's the second highest paid player at PSG, and they want to cut down costs. Because they have realized that we don't necessarily have to be paying money to win. Last season, they took an average, if I say an average, compared to what we have seen PSG, gather in previous seasons. So why do we still continue paying Donnarumma almost £500,000 a week? You get a point. So
I get a point.
that is the dynamic for which he's living, but not necessarily because he's been there for I mean, so many years now, and he was in post last season when they won the Champions
Corner
League.
kick for Fulham, and Lukic will do justice to that. 19 minutes of play, and Fulham has another corner kick. A long one has been sent in, but ball dealt with by Manchester United defenders, but still the ball still finds itself at the 18 box of Manchester United, now cleared, and this is Brian Mbeumo, who would like to utilize his strength, but he has been dealt with. Ball still with Fulham, number 21 jersey shirted man trying to pick up a teammate, but Manchester United will come at them now. This is Mason Mount, tries to find Patrick Dogba, but referee says it's a foul. It's a foul on Manchester United captain Bruno Fernandes, who was brought down in their lead to at least launch an attack on Fulham, and goalkeeper Leno will have to deal with this one. Brian Mbeumo looking for a goal this afternoon at Craven Cottage, and Fulham will come at Manchester United now. This is Berge. Berge trying to find a player, locates one. Ball goes back to Calvin Bassey. Bassey tries to locate his teammate, Anderson. Anderson finds another teammate. A long one has been sent in looking for Sessegnon. Yes, he finds him. And Fulham is coming at Manchester United. A long one has been sent by Alexi Iwobi, by goalkeeper Benyade, to the rescue of Manchester United. We are live on YouTube, live on Facebook as Our Media Sports. This is Manchester United. Casemiro leaves one for Patrick Dogu. Dogu finds Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw also finds a teammate. And Lenny Joro has the ball now. Finds Brian Mbeumo. Mbeumo with that flick. Manchester United looking very good at this point in time. 21 minutes of play. Luke Shaw has the ball now. Luke Shaw passes the ball to Matthias De Ligt. This is De Ligt. De Ligt has the ball now. Finds a teammate in person of Lenny Joro. Joro also finds Amad Diallo. Amad Diallo sends the ball backwards to Lenny Joro. Joro to his goalkeeper, Ben Yedder. And Fulham at this point in time would have to settle a little bit and read the game, as Manchester United is trying to figure themselves out and navigate their way through the midfield of Fulham. Ball is with Matthias Cunha now, the number 10 shirted man. Matthias Cunha has been brought down. It's a foul. Referee says a foul against Anderson. And Matthias Cunha complaining that he should be shown a yellow card.
I think United should be quicker with their passing, because they are trying to lure Fulham to come and press them so that they can play the ball in behind them. But Fulham are just sitting back and waiting for them to come with the ball. So they should make the pass quicker to take the Fulham players out of the game.
It is a exact contrast to what they did against Arsenal, right? Against Arsenal, the ball was faster, the players were quicker. They are so much power, but in this game I really do not know the instructions to them, but they are really slow today. You understand? I mean, the passes are not being released quickly, the movements are poor, and then the pace up front is also slow. So
Brian Mbeumo has an opportunity. Manchester United. That is Calvin Bassey, and it's a throw in for Manchester United. Amad Diallo picks up the ball. Trying to do this real quick because there's no time. United really want to unsettle Fulham at this point in time. And Amad Diallo tries to pick up Matthias Cunha. Cunha has Casemiro now. Casemiro leaves it for Luke Shaw. This is Luke Shaw trying to pick up a teammate, and he finds Bruno Fernandes. Back to Luke Shaw again. Luke Shaw sends the ball backwards to Casemiro. Casemiro, wearing number 18 shirted jersey, finds De Ligt. Manchester United trying to pass the ball to themselves and just maybe find a way to navigate their way through. But this is De Ligt. De Ligt finds Lenny Joro here. It's 23 minutes of play. Fulham 0, Manchester United 0. We are live on YouTube, live on Facebook as Our Media Sports. Matthias De Ligt tries to find Luke Shaw. Yes, he finds him. Shaw sends the ball backwards to Matthias De Ligt once again. Just as my colleague was saying, Manchester United trying to lure Fulham just so they can place the ball at their back, and with the speed of Matthias Cunha and the energy of Brian Mbeumo, they could actually put the ball at the back of the net against Fulham. But the ball has been sent back to Lenny Joro. Lenny Joro picks up Brian Mbeumo. A long one has been sent looking for Amad Diallo, but to no avail, and goalkeeper Leno will catch the ball. Gideon, are we, going to see any goal in the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, at the start of the game, United created the chances, but it looks like they are unable to create the chances now. That's why I said they have to be quicker with their passing. Because look at Fulham are trying to sit back and waiting for them to come to them. So what they have to do is move a little bit faster with the ball, and with the movement of the players, he also has to be quicker.
Castagne has the ball, picks up a teammate in the person of Lukic. Lukic tries to locate Kane. A shot has been played, but of course Casemiro will deal with it. Casemiro was trying to pick up Brian Mbeumo, but avail, and Fulham will restart the game again. This is goalkeeper Leno finds a teammate in person of Anderson. Anderson tries to pick up a teammate. Fulham trying to at least release all the attacks here, and this is Fulham coming at Manchester United. Castagne sends a very long one. Can he pick up a teammate? Yes, he does. This is Alex Iwobi finds a teammate, an opportunity, but of course Patrick Dogu is always right there.
It's all about the intent, right? It's all about the intent, and the intent of Manchester United this afternoon is not clear. I really don't know whether they want to be defensive or whether they're going to be comfortable getting the draw, because you see, we are judging them based on what we saw against Arsenal. And per what we saw against Arsenal, this performance so far has been symbolic. This performance so far has been very, very poor because of what we saw them do last week. And for them to really want to win this game, for them to create something meaningful, then they would have to quicken the pace. Because Fulham is not that great a team for you to be scared of, right? Yeah. So I really don't understand why they have slowed the tempo of the game, because they should have a goal at Fulham. That is the only way they're going to be creating chances and then get a goal.
Fulham, there is Berge. Berge has the ball, tries to pick up a teammate, but Matthias De Ligt will always be there to salvage the situation for Manchester United. Amad Diallo now. Amad Diallo says,
this is what we are talking about. You don't have to calm down. You've gotten the ball. You have pace. You understand? I mean, you move, you quicken the pace of the game. But if you are telling your colleagues to calm down, then there's no urgency in the game.
Could it be the game plan?
No, this is not the game plan. You understand? This is not the game plan, because you see, it is easier for attackers to move, especially when there is pace in the team. But if you are telling your players to calm down, if you are leading and you tell your players to calm down, fine. You understand? But in the early members of the game, you would have to quicken the pace, get a goal or two, and then you can urge your players to calm down.
Send us your prediction on Facebook, Our Media Sports, on YouTube, Our Media Sports. Gideon, Gideon is sitting on 10,000 views. I mean, I'm certainly sure you really want Manchester United to score at this point in time. But this is Brian Mbeumo using his speed and power, but has been dealt with by Calvin Bassey. Beautiful one. And goalkeeper Leno will have to send a very long one looking for Alex Iwobi, but avail. Yes, still Manchester United has the ball. Bruno Fernandes locates Lenny Joro. Joro finds Amad Diallo. Amad Diallo to captain Bruno Fernandes. A long incisive one has been sent in looking for Patrick Dogu, but avail. 27 minutes of play. Fulham 0, Manchester United 0. Send us your prediction, and Amorim is talking. Looking very, very furious at this point in time.
This season is under real pressure.
Of course.
To put Manchester.
I mean, we could pardon him last season, but this season
he's under real pressure.
Yes, and reality check is setting in as well.
The honeymoon is over.
It's okay. It's over.
This is where he's going to be judged, because this is his team.
Yeah.
He has built this team. He has indicated the players to be bought for him. So last season we can say that it is not his team. They did not get the tactics right. They did not understand the philosophy and the idea. But he's gotten the opportunity to work there for 6 months. That's half a season. He's gotten them through pre-season. So he's drilled them to understand his ideal and how he wants his players to play. So there's no excuse. There's no what's the name? There's nothing for you to use.
No justification.
No, nothing.
Manchester United under Ruben Amorim last season played 28 games in the English Premiership, lost about 15 of them, won 7, and drew the rest of them. Clearly telling you that they really had a very shambolic performance last season, and they are looking forward to building on that, especially when they played against Arsenal. Even though they lost, they showed signs of promise, and that is what they are looking forward to build on. This is Fulham. Fulham coming at Manchester United at this point in time. Okay, Tite finds King. King sends the ball back to Tite. Tite trying to locate a teammate, that's Castagne, but the ball has been dealt with, and Manchester United, it's a foul for them. They will have time to breathe now. 28 minutes of play. Fulham 0, Manchester United 0. Patrick Dogu has been in not a bad form in the past 2 games that he's played for Manchester United. He's been very solid at the left side for Manchester United. This is Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw trying to pick up a teammate. He leaves the ball for Captain Bruno Fernandes. At this point in time, definitely Shaw Fernandes. Okay, sends one to his goalkeeper. Ben Yedder tries to play the ball from the back. Sends a very long one, looking for Matthias Cunha, but to no avail. Oh, this is Messi Mount trying to pick Mbeumo, but Calvin Bassey, solid one, right on time, and he dealt with the ball.
He had to deal with the ball. If he didn't deal with it, that is one-on-one with the goalkeeper. I think that would be a goal. So he was at the right place at the right time, Calvin Bassey.
You know, I think sincerely, I don't think that we have to get to half time before he brings in Sesko, because no, seriously, because you see tactically right,
Okay.
there's a disconnect, there's a disjoint between the attack and then the midfield. You understand? I mean, there's no understanding, there's no coordination. So you realize that Matthias Cunha, unlike the match against Arsenal, is not getting a lot of chances today, and it's not getting onto the ball as well as he did get onto the ball against Arsenal.
Yeah.
So that is where the problem is coming from.
But if he's not getting the supplies, it means that the midfield hasn't been at their best.
Had 3 chances
in this game.
No, but you see,
it means
one of those chances came from the goalkeeper playing the long ball to him. You understand? But in the Arsenal game, he was being fed, right? He comes, he drops deeper, takes the ball, and then drives the ball. But today he's been stationed a bit up front, playing more as a false number 9. Do you understand? So it has taken that ability off him, where he's going to come back, drop deeper, and then take the ball and then drive it.
It's still goalless at Craven Cottage. Fulham 0, Manchester United 0. 30 minutes of play. It's a throw-in for Manchester United. Patrick Dogu, that's just his words. And the player has been brought down, but referee says that play must continue. Tite trying to locate his player, but goalkeeper Ben Yedder was there to survey the situation for Manchester United. Marco Silva looking for his first win of the season and breaking the jinx of not winning at home for their last 3 Premier League games. Fulham has really struggled these days playing at their own home. This is Amad Diallo. Amad Diallo finds Lenny Yoro. Yoro tries to find Mbeumo. Yes, he finds him. This is Brian Mbeumo, the Cameroonian. Mbeumo sends very long one to Casemiro. Casemiro locates his player. And this is Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw coming at Fulham. And Bruno Fernandes, an opportunity for Manchester United here. Calvin Bassey once again, right there on time, salvaging the situation for Fulham.
Did you realize the difference between the move we just saw, the pace of the ball, the movement of it was quicker? You understand? That is exactly what we are talking about. You move the ball quickly, you create more spaces, because the defenders will not have time to react then. But if you are telling your players to quieten the temper or quieten the tempo of the game, then it means that you are giving considerable time for the opposition to what? It's as simple as that.
A long one has been set in Manchester United, an opportunity, but has been dealt with. Sessegnon sends the ball back, and Manchester United still can't find another opportunity here. This is Brian Mbeumo finds Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes trying to locate Brian Mbeumo, but to no avail. Ball has been dealt with by Castagne. This is Castagne, sends a very long one to his teammates. Fulham now trying to reset. Alex Iwobi, the Nigerian international, picks up a teammate, and Fulham will be moving at this point in time. Lokic tries to find Sessegnon. Sessegnon leaves the ball for King, and Fulham is coming. This is Alex Iwobi, the Rastaman throw one stone. Sessegnon, and Fulham at this point in time trying to find themselves in the 18-yard box of Manchester United. Sessegnon will have to deal with Amad Diallo, but yes, he couldn't go past him. Amad Diallo gets the ball, finds Lenny Yoro. Yoro to his goalkeeper. Ben Yedder sends a very long one in, and of course Fulham will have to deal with it. This is Our Media Sports live commentary of the English Premiership, and a watch along as well.
United should avoid the long balls because they don't have anybody else to play the ball. Avoid the long balls and play the short passes.
That is why they need Sesko. Do you understand? And the reason why they are using the long balls is that the goalkeeper is not comfortable playing the ball from behind. I get to the point. So in that basis, then you will have to let Matthias Cunha stay a bit up front. you understand? And then you let him be connected with Brian Mbeumo, you understand? Just picking the pace of the ball, right? But if you are going long and then it's alone in between two central defenders, he hasn't got that experience of Didier Drogba where he can take on.
Going too far from the corner kick.
Yeah, from the corner kick that Fulham, Manchester United.
The Fulham player was holding Messi Mount.
Was holding Messi Mount, and so the VAR is on now and is checking for a possible penalty for Manchester United. It was a little bit scrappy in there, and
I think this could be a penalty.
So let's see what comes out of it, and Manchester United could be fortunate, and it looks as if
that is a penalty.
Calvin Bassey
that's a penalty.
From a hero to a villain.
This is not wrestling.
Yeah,
that is a penalty.
Don't hold a player like that in the box.
That is a penalty.
From a hero to a villain, Calvin Bassey may find himself.
There's absolutely nothing that is going to come out of that except a penalty decision. That is clear. This is not wrestling.
So let's see. Maybe Manchester United may be fortunate to have a penalty here, and the referee is looking at his VAR critically to ensure that he doesn't make any mistake. This is the English Premiership. It has come under huge criticisms when it comes to officiating.
Sometimes
all these carries in.
They are inconsistent with their officiating. That's the problem. They give a decision today, tomorrow they give a different decision on the same incident. So they have to improve on their consistency.
It's a penalty for Manchester United. Yes,
you can take
Calvin Bassey from a hero to a villain as it stands now, and his coach Marco Silva cannot believe his eyes.
He has to believe it. You see, because of VAR, you have to know that every single thing that you do, whether actively or passively, because the situation in the penalty box was not an active situation. It was a passive, because the ball was not in that particular zone at that particular time. But even though it is passive, so far as you have as you have rested him down and in the penalty box, it is a clear penalty.
It's a clear penalty. I'm definitely sure Bruno Fernandes is the one going to play this one.
Yeah, he's the most reliable player when it comes to
penalty kicks.
You have Cunha and Mbeumo who are also good. Bruno Fernandes is very reliable.
He's your number one penalty taker.
Yeah, he's very
okay, yes. Bruno Fernandes grabs the ball. So Bruno versus Leno. Let's see. Could it be the first goal for Manchester United? First goal of the season as well. Let's see. Bruno Fernandes in his last 4 penalty kicks, have all gone in. And so with that track record, it is certain that he is going to score this one. But maybe, just maybe, Leno will have something under his sleeves and he will pull it out.
Since he came to Manchester United, I could only remember him missing 1 penalty kick. I think it was against Aston Villa, where Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's tenure. Apart from that, I've not seen him missing a penalty before.
So it's a penalty for Manchester United. And Amorim, he has brought his head down. I'm certainly sure he doesn't want to watch it. But Bruno Fernandes versus Leno. 37 minutes of play. Fulham 0, Manchester United 0. But the Red Devils has a penalty. And Bruno Fernandes. Oh! What a miss! What a great miss! Bruno Fernandes of all people. How are you going to describe this?
Have a go.
I mean, we expected him to score. Bruno Fernandes, Mr. Reliable at the penalty spot.
He's no more reliable.
I think he played the ball too much power on the ball. He just needed to place the ball into the corner. But this was too much power on the ball.
Too much power on the ball. And so it's still goalless at Craven Cottage. 38 minutes of play. Fulham 0, Manchester United 0. And
penalty takers have shown us that it's not necessarily about the power. You understand? It's about the placement. I mean, Jorginho has shown us. You understand? I mean, Lionel Messi has shown us. Neymar has shown us. Eden Hazard has shown us. It's more about the technique and the placement. You see, but you go for such power without direction is to me that
an opportunity here, but ball has been dealt with by the defenders of Fulham. Alex Iwobi trying to get past his marker, but Casemiro has been brought down. A referee says what? It says it was a dive, and so yellow card to.
I think he said it was a dive.
It was a dive from Casemiro trying to deceive the referee, so he has been shown a yellow card, and so Casemiro has been booked. First player to be booked in this game.
I think that's the correct. He died. Casemiro is an experienced player. He doesn't need to be doing that.
It was a clear dive, and
I don't see the sense in diving. You understand? Because that
maybe-
position,
maybe he
no,
lost balance. If you lose balance-
if you lose balance, we all know. You get the point. Now you've attracted a yellow card, playing as a defensive midfielder uselessly.
Yeah, that was a very useless yellow card. He didn't need to. I think he thought he was expecting contact from the player, but the contact.
Sessegnon trying to pick up, coming Bassi, an opportunity, but a corner kick for Fulham. 40 minutes of play. Just look at the run of play for Fulham. There is Sessegnon. Just look at very, very swift guy tries to locate, Alex Iwobi in here, and Alex Iwobi's, cross couldn't locate the striker, which is Muniz.
You see how direct Fulham was in this particular attack. That is what United should be doing. When you get the ball, the over elaboration is too much. Against Arsenal, they did not over elaborate. They did not even elaborate. You understand? So you would have to quicken the. You see, it's the same thing that we started talking about from the beginning of the match. The first 5 minutes, the pace of the first five minutes is comparable to the pace for the whole 90 minutes against Arsenal. So I don't know whether it's tiredness. I really don't know, but they would have to find something from their mojo to be able to win this game. You remember I told you that United is going to win, but it's not going to be comfortable.
Yeah. Manchester United is going to win, but it's not going to be comfortable.
It has not always been comfortable at Craven Cottage, even though United bring.
Are they showing us the playback of the penalty or
Yes.
Yeah, that's the playback. That was a great chance.
So it's a corner kick for, and Castagna will take this one. Sends a very long one in, opportunity, but goes a little bit wide. Striker Muniz could have done better on this occasion.
Again, the goalkeeper is not comfortable at corner. You see, he was so weak there. He allowed the player to overpower him. He needs to be strong because this is the Premier League.
This was an opportunity for Fulham to have taken the lead. Benyede locates Luke Shaw, and this is Luke Shaw trying to find a teammate. Can he pick up one? Luke Shaw still has the ball and finds Matthias De Ligt. Matthias De Ligt looking for a colleague to pass the ball to. Yes, he goes back to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw back to his goalkeeper. Benyede sends a very long one in, trying to locate Brian Mbeumo. Yes, he couldn't, and Alex Iwobi would have to pick this one, but Manchester United will come back. Wow, a nice one from Mason Mount to Patrick Dogu. Dogu has the ball now, trying to locate his teammates, and ball is with Mason Mount, the former Chelsea player. Mason Mount, gives one to Patrick Dogu. Dogu to Bruno Fernandes. Oh, and just look at this, loss of concentration from.
No, it's not loss of concentration. You understand? I mean, he has the ball, and everybody around him was standing. We don't play football like this.
But when your forward players are standing, you have to protect them.
Yes.
I get that point, but he was frustrated. You understand? Because he has the ball, and as a forward liner, what do? You move into the spaces.
This could have led to a chance for the opposition.
No, I get the point, but it's frustrating because you need to have common sense.
Matthias De Ligt has become a pillar at the back of Manchester United. It's a throw in, and Tite will do that for Fulham. Tite throws the ball in and finds Berge. Berge finds Castagne, number 21 jersey. Castagne has been brought down. What does the referee says? He says play might continue. Right, he says it's a foul. It's a foul for Fulham at this point in time. Mason Mount bringing Castagne down. And where the ball is positioned, I'm certainly sure that Sessegnon would have to do justice to this. And Benyede trying to mount a very good wall, put the wall in position to ensure that at least they deal with this one. 43 minutes of play, Fulham 0, Manchester United 0. We are live on Facebook, live on YouTube as Our Media Sports. Leave us your comments, share with us your prediction on our TikTok platform as well, Our Media Sports. And this is Lukic. Lukic tries to find a teammate, an opportunity. And Kane wanted to go the style of Richarlison, where, our man, Kudus, sent that long ball in for Richarlison to score that beautiful goal. Muniz is a striker for Fulham. And just look at this one. He wanted to go for the spectacular.
That was a difficult technique to get right, and I'm not surprised that he did not get it.
I also think the ball was a bit behind him, so he couldn't connect to the ball properly.
Great. 44 minutes of play. Don't forget that we'll be coming your way with Social Media Corner, where Messi and Courage will be bringing us that live. We'll be reading your comments, your predictions for you, and what you guys are saying on TikTok and on Twitter as well. This is Alex Iwobi, the Nigerian international, finds Sessegnon. Sessegnon with the ball now finds teammates in the person of Berge. Berge has the ball, finds or locates Kevin Bassey, plays a very long one into the box, but Patrick Dogu couldn't deal with the ball perfectly, and so King has the ball now. King locates a player in person of Castagne, an opportunity for Fulham into the box of Manchester United. Tete says a very long one looking for Munez, but of course Manchester United will have to deal with this one. Berge sends one to Alex Iwobi to Sessegnon, trying to locate a player in the box, but it is a corner kick. Fulham has a corner kick and 2 minutes of additional time has been placed on the game.
Manchester United have allowed Fulham to grow in confidence in the game, because during the start of the game, United were on them. Now Fulham have come into the game pressuring United. That is why when you have your chances, you need to bury them.
Because it should have been like 2-0, 3-0.
Yeah.
It should have been.
Lukic is behind the ball. This could be the very final opportunity. A corner kick has been quickly effected. An opportunity. Fulham with a goal, but Brian Wemo deals with the ball. Oh, what an opportunity.
You know, your observation is spot on, right? The goalkeeper is still not comfortable.
It's
not comfortable with it. And
it's very jittery when it comes to set pieces.
You know what the opposition penalty corner kick takers has done.
Targeting.
Yes. So they are not putting the ball into the 18-yard box. They are putting the ball into the 16-yard box. You understand? Directly towards the goalkeeper, because they know. They know very well that he's going to fumble it. And so far, the 3 corner kicks that Fulham has taken, he has fumbled almost all of them.
He has not looked comfortable.
Atel Ben-Yedder looking jittery anytime. A corner kick has been effected. And it's still goalless here at the Craven Cottage. This is Alex Iwobi. Iwobi finds his goalkeeper, Leno. This could be the last opportunity for Fulham. Leno sends a very long one in, trying to find Munez or King. But ball has been dealt with, and Berge has the ball now. Manchester United now coming forward. There is Mason Mount. Mason Mount has been brought down. Referee says a foul. It's a foul against Fulham. An opportunity for Manchester United. This could be their last opportunity in the first 45 minutes of the game, as we are also getting ready to bring you Social Media Corner. Let's hear from you guys. Let's hear from you on Facebook. Let's hear from you on YouTube. Let's hear from you on X and TikTok as well. Messi and Courage are getting themselves ready. Bruno Fernandes behind the ball now. 47 minutes of play. This is Bruno Fernandes, the man who missed the penalty for Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes trying to tell his colleagues to position themselves well, sends a very long one into the box, but to no one in particular. Another wasteful one, and it's all over the Craven. The first 45 minutes has come to an end at the Craven Cottage, and Ellie said it's all over. But of course, first half of the game has come to an end, and it's still goalless at the Craven Cottage. Let me just quick your thought, just 30 seconds. 30 seconds, and I'll go for a quick commercial break where Messi and Courage will get ready for Social Media Corner.
I think United should have been at least 2 goals up in this game. They started the game really well, but then during the course of the game, they slowed down. They allowed Fulham come into the game, and the game became a game of equals. So I think they should be up by 2 goals at least.
Okay, Force.
Well, this is not a matter of tactics, you understand? It's a matter of just understanding and doing what is right. Because the 2 chances, apart from the 2 chances that Matthias Cunha had in the game, he's been utterly ineffective compared to what he did against Arsenal. He's been poor, not necessarily because of his doing, but the link between the midfield and him is not there at all. And without that final delivery to him, it's going to be non-existent. I think that they would have to take Mason Mount out bring Sexco from Matheus Cunha had to come to the flanks. Do you understand?
Okay.
Maintain the other personnel. And I think the importance of Amad Diallo in this game has not been felt because I thought that he was brought in because of his attacking outlet compared to Diago Dalot. Dalot is more defensively minded compared to, but so far it's been, to me, it's been poor.
It's been poor. Right, let's do a quick break. We are back with Social Media Corner with Messi and Courage.
So it's been 47 minutes played at the Craven Cottage, and the game against Manchester United and then Fulham. It ended in a goalless draw. I mean, there were so many expectations going into this game. The fans are agitated. There's a lot of expressions on social media. But before that, I want to hear from my colleague here, Courage. Courage, what is your general view of the last 47 minutes played at Craven Cottage?
It's been very, very interesting. It's been end-to-end stuff. Fulham had their fair chances in earlier department of the game where they missed. Yes, I think unless Iwobi had the biggest chance
in the very few minutes of the game.
And then also Mason Mount and Matthias Cunha also had their chance at the other side. But then the biggest miss so far, I think even miss of the season has to do with Bruno Fernandes.
It's only match with 2.
He just banned the ball like.
So there's a banter on Twitter, right? And people are saying that the ball has been found in mass
Mass. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because the ball went so high up.
No.
They said it has been fun in mass.
I don't know. I think Force was earlier on saying there are techniques to kicking penalties. You're not supposed to put so much pressure behind the ball for it to be
Maybe
able
he
to
was
travel
under
past
pressure.
the goalkeeper.
Maybe he was under
But
pressure.
Bruno Fernandes pressure.
Literally, I think his last 4 penalties, he's had them behind the net. So
Bruno is one of the deadliest when it comes to penalties. He's one of the best since arriving in England.
You can clearly see.
Yes,
what was the point
I thought
he lost
you go
touch?
with the Jorginho style, the one
Right.
you come, then you hop, and then you place it
shoot.
very, very, very slow. But I don't know what the idea of if it was frustration or what. I can't really tell, because he should have at least composed himself and then found a spot and then placed it there simply. I don't know why he chose to go for the power instead. It's quite disappointing, under Amorim, things hasn't turned up very well as they've been expecting. So if you get an opportunity like this, first game of the season, you lost.
Yes.
So this is the second game. This is relatively a lesser game as compared to their first match. So you're supposed to at least bring bring your A game on board, and then try to bring calmness into the camp of Manchester United, because as we speak, they are under fire. I won't lie to you, because their
Manchester
coach is seeking for his first win.
And this season, and early days yet, but Manchester United is still under fire. Now, the game, Manchester United had about 52% possession, which means that Fulham had 48% possession. It looks like they were playing, but it could not translate into goals. And that is what is building up the agitation for the fans, especially because, like Courage said, this is 2 games, and Amorim is yet to prove himself as the coach that he says he is. The fans are also waiting to see what he can do. But do you think it is too early to judge him? Do you think it's too early to judge him, or we are just on track? It's football.
Okay, this is his first full season so far, where he'll be in charge, where he was in charge during the preseason.
Yes.
So he's now trying to get the cohesion, and then also he's trying to fix a lot of things from individual positions, and he's brought in some individual personnel to fill in some gaps, and then also trying to get the team to gel together and then play as a team. So if you could see, he's playing Mason Mount, so he's a midfielder, an out midfielder, as the arrowhead in today's game. He did the same in their previous game as well, but then brought in a striker later on. So this tells you that he's trying to get the versatility of all players on board. He's not relying on a single player, because they spent a huge money on Benjamin Sesko, but then he's not started any game since his arrival. So there are a lot of things to be fixed, and then a lot of things in process being fixed. So yes, they just need this game. They just need to win this game to boost up their morale, going forward, because they can't afford to lose or even drop points. If you play a draw, it's a fair thing, because
it's fair.
Going to Craven Cottage to grab a point against a very, very tough side like Fulham, per history, they're one of the biggest teams in England. Just in recent times that they've drawn below a bit. So a win will definitely boost their morale going into the next weekend's fixture.
Okay, so Courage is looking at a win for Manchester United. I also like to hear from you. What team are you looking out for to win today's game? Atta on Facebook says, watching you live. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Shadrach Mensah says, in full time, 1-2 and a win for Manchester United. So per the few comments that we have seen, per the reactions online, looks like Manchester United has the higher end of the predictions. If all things are being equal, a lot more fans are waiting to see Manchester United win this game. But what do you think will happen if Manchester United doesn't win?
They'll be going down below, either 14,
down,
15.
Down.
Yes. They might repeat what
the repeat of last season.
Yes, they might go maybe 15, 14, 16 position, because if they lose, they are earning no points. Meaning they didn't earn a point in their first match, so it will be 0 out of 6.
And a lot of teams are getting a lot of points.
Yes, not too many teams have lost twice this particular season. So they can't afford to even draw. They need to win to patch up things, because I don't know I've not seen who they are going to play next though, but I have a feeling the next fixture might be tougher than playing Fulham, even though they might be playing home. So,
I mean, it has to be tough because let's say they had a very challenging first match. The second one is okay. The next one is expected to be high stakes.
Especially, you see, with their game against Arsenal,
okay.
A lot of people came out saying they were the best team on the day, but then unfortunately they couldn't win. So if they are able to put in at least 70% of what they did against Arsenal, there's a guarantee that they should be winning. But then what we are seeing now, though
looking
they are
at
playing,
yes, I'm not seeing that level of competitiveness.
If you're able to dominate Fulham by a very thin margin, because
it's just about 2% taken away from being 50-50.
So the statistics that doesn't really
doesn't tally.
Yes, with the expectation
I get your
have
point.
For them. Yes.
Still on the matter, you can still drop your predictions right now before we go into the second half. The second half is about to kickstart. We have Agro Henry, we have Force, and then we have my man George in the mix here. And they are bringing you the live watch along. And what you can also do is to drop your predictions for the right scores, and also stand a chance of winning these amazing jerseys. You can also win airtime and cash prizes. Thank you so much for joining us on Social Corner. We'll be back for the next 45 minutes of the game. See you soon.
Hey.
We are back from recess. Many thanks to Mercy and Courage for bringing us Social Corner, where all your predictions have been read. Keep on sending us your predictions, your comments on Facebook, Our Media Sports, on YouTube, Our Media Sports, on all social media platforms, Our Media Sports. So the second 45 minutes is about to kickstart at Craven Cottage. And of course, Force is here. And my man is also here. I don't want to go back and revisit that. But of course, Gideon is also here. Gideon, your second 45 minutes, thoughts and how you think that Manchester United can maneuver their way through and get a win at least.
I think this is a very, very important 45 minutes for Manchester United coming up. Even though it's match day 2, they need to win this game. They are under pressure to convince the fans of how good they are. So they need to win this game. So I think they have to start very quickly and bury their chances as and when they come.
Great Force.
Yeah, they don't necessarily have to prove anything to their supporters, you understand? But to even themselves.
Yeah.
You understand? Because the United that we know for the past 13 years have not even had a show in, have a look into winning the EPO. So if you are playing for United, the biggest club in England, one of the biggest club in the world, and you're not contending for titles, then you need to question yourself as a player. You know, so they first and foremost have to prove to themselves that they are worthy of wearing the United jersey by winning this match.
I agree.
All right, so Fulham 0, Manchester United 0. The second 45 minutes, just kick started. It's a throw in for Manchester United. Patrick Dogu did justice to it. Ball has been cleared to the midfield. But of course, Manchester United will have to deal with this one again. Matthias De Ligt trying to locate a teammate here. Kamin Bassi has the ball now. This is Bassi, the Rastaman. Bassi leaves the ball for his goalkeeper Ben Leno. Leno has the ball now, and someone's boot is on the pitch.
I think that's
okay. So that is Kamin Bassi. The one who committed the penalty, but fortunately for him, Bruno Fernandes couldn't make things materialize for Manchester United. Luke Shaw has the ball now. Luke Shaw finds Patrick Dogu to Bruno Fernandes, the captain of Manchester United, picks up Amad Diallo. Amad Diallo finds his captain once again. Bruno Fernandes trying to locate Brian Mbeumo. Yes, he does. There is Manchester United piling pressure at this point in time, and this is Patrick Dogu. Dogu has the ball. What can he do with the ball? Dogu trying to go past his marker, sends a very long one in, but to no avail. It's a corner. It's a corner kick.
The Fulham player.
Yes, it's a corner kick for Manchester United. And Patrick Dogu, mesmerizing defenders.
I think that's a good play, a good passage of play from United. The way they pass the ball, the movement to create the space and to create the chance. I think that was good from them. They have to be doing more of that.
They have to be doing more of that, says Gideon. It's a corner kick for Manchester United, and Bruno Fernandes is behind the ball. The Portuguese international sends a very long one trying to locate Matthias De Ligt. There is Amad Diallo. Still Manchester United missing man to Diallo. Shot by goalkeeper. Goalkeeper Ben Lennon has dealt with it diligently. And Manchester United has a throw here. Amad Diallo. We spoke of him in the first 45 minutes.
Was for him to put the ball in the 6-yard box for
it's as simple as that, my brother. This is common sense. Look, this is common sense because Matthias Cunha was a...
I think that was the best option for him.
Be calm and still. Do you know the reason why sometimes I get really agitated? You have been paid millions, you understand? And you play football as if you are amateurs. You understand? I mean, you are playing for United for Christ's sake. No.
Be calm and still. Force. We are live on YouTube, Our Media Sports, live on Facebook, Our Media Sports. We are still taking your predictions as well. There is Kamin Bassi trying to locate his marker Anderson. Anderson back to Bassi. Bassi finds his goalkeeper Leno. Leno trying to pick up a teammate here. Finds Anderson once again. This is Anderson. Anderson tries to locate Lukic. Alright, so this is Tite Rada. And Tite trying to pick a teammate. Yes, he finds one in person of King. And King will try to locate another one. And Fulham will be passing the ball amongst themselves, trying to lure Manchester United. Alexi Iwobi, the Nigerian international, has the ball now. Alexi Iwobi picks up a teammate in person of King. King back to Alexi Iwobi. Alexi Iwobi trying to pick up a teammate. This is Sesenyo. Sesenyo finds Alexi Iwobi once again, sends a very long one, but Matthias De Ligt has dealt with the ball. Not too perfectly, and so the ball comes back to Fulham. Lenny Yono with a head. And yes, so it is Fulham who are piling pressure. A shot from Alex Iwobi would do, but couldn't materialize. It's a throw-in for Fulham. And looks as if Fulham is piling a lot of pressure on Manchester United. At this point in time, 50 minutes of play. Fulham 0, Manchester United 0. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube as well. Our Media Sports. This is Anderson. Anderson leaves one for Tite. Tite finds Birch. What can he do? Birch locates Alex Iwobi, and it is Fulham who are flying at this point in time. Alex Iwobi locating Sesenyo, sends a long one, tries to pick up a teammate, but Manchester United defenders would have to deal with this one. Yes, they dealt with it. This is Birch. Birch locates Sesenyo. Sesenyo back to Birch, and Fulham trying to pass the ball amongst themselves and navigate their way through. Ball comes back to midfield, but of course, Anderson will have to deal with it. And this is Fulham coming at Manchester United. The cutting has been done. It's a corner kick. It's a corner kick for Fulham. And it's all Fulham the last 5 minutes of the game.
I think United should stop Fulham from using the flank. They are having too many crosses into the United box. So they have to find a way of stopping them from putting the ball into the box.
And I see Sesko trying to come on into the game.
Yeah, United are lacking presence up front, so they need someone.
The presence is not coming from the flank, because if you watch the game against Arsenal, Diogo Dalot was
corner kick has been quickly effected. An opportunity. Manchester United, and just look at Anderson trying to protest there. He feels it's another corner for them, but referee says no, and the ball has been quickly been played. And still Anderson still protesting. Feels the ball. I think it was a corner kick. It was a corner for
Luke Shaw.
Yeah, the ball hit Luke Shaw, but referee says you have nothing to do with it. And Anderson will keep on shaking his head. Manchester United, time for them to make substitutions.
Take Amad Diallo.
So Amad Diallo has been taken off.
You take what's the name?
Casemiro is also out for Diogo Dalot. And so Diogo Dalot is also coming in for Manchester United. Amad Diallo is already out of the field, and this is their new acquisition. Benjamin Sesko is in for Amad Diallo. Do you think it's a like-for-like substitution?
I think what he has done is that he has taken Amad off and brought Diallo in. That's like-for-like. He has taken Casemiro off and brought Sesko in. So Mason Mount will come into the middle of the park with Bruno Fernandes. I think that's risky, but yeah, he's going all in.
That is risky. Either Mason Mount comes into the middle of the pitch, or
Manchester United with launching an attack here, but the ball has been dealt.
But it looks like Mason Mount is in the middle.
Okay, yeah. So Mason Mount is now going to pair with Bruno Fernandes.
With Bruno Fernandes. Yes. Mason Mount has been dropped into the midfield row, and he will be assisting Bruno Fernandes as Benjamin Sesko tries to get his first goal of the season for his new club. Benjamin Sesko. I mean, his transfer had lots of conversation, but yes, to Manchester United pulled up and signed up the player. This is goalkeeper. Leno plays a very long one in, tries to locate Kane. An opportunity for Fulham here, but ball has been dealt with. What a brilliant, block.
That was brilliant from Euro.
From Lenny Euro. But yes, still Fulham coming at Manchester United, and this is a Nigerian international, Alex Iwobi. Alex Iwobi, formerly of Everton. He knows the ins and outs of the English Premiership. A long one has been set in, but of course Kane couldn't deal with it. It's a welcome goal kick for Manchester United. Lenny Yoro getting a thumbs up from his goalkeeper. Benjamin there.
Look at the pace of the attacker. Watch the pace of the attacker.
Yeah.
Do you understand? That if you realize, last week I showed you that I love attackers with pace. Yeah. Because if not because of the long legs of Euro, the attacker would have got it. It is something that you have to know.
I agree with
you. Understand? It is something that you have to know.
Tite has the ball, finds Castagne, and Fulham is flying at this point in time. But Luke Shaw dealt with the ball. Goalkeeper Benjamin says a very long one to locate Sesko, but to no avail. Matthias De Ligt. This is what we call Sambe Wame. It's a throw-in for Fulham. And Luke Shaw is having a really hell of a time dealing with King and Sessegnon and Muniz. But Fulham is coming in full force now. Fulham has the ball. This is Tite. Sends a very long one, tries to locate Alex Iwobi. Can he find him? No, he couldn't. It's a throw-in for Manchester United. Time for them to breathe. 54 minutes of play, approaching the 55th minute. Fulham 0, Manchester United 0. And this is Diogo Dalot. Has the ball now. It's a throw in for Manchester United. Finds Sesko. Sesko finds his teammate in person of Matthias De Ligt. De Ligt finds another one. Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw to Patrick Dogu. Dogu gives the ball to Mason Mount. And just look at this. Is it loss of concentration or what?
No, it was clearly a poor pass.
Yeah, that was a
Poor pass
Clearly a poor pass.
from Mason Mount, and that gives Fulham a corner. Another fine opportunity
He just needed to tap the ball to look sure. He didn't need to put so much force on the ball.
Amorim is drinking a lot of water.
Of course, he has to.
So I think he's frustrated.
The pressure at United is enormous. You understand? And I am also convinced that he's not happy with the performance of the players today because they have been below subpar. They have been below par. They have not come to the party at all.
Manchester United players have not come to the party at all, says Force. And Amorim still shaking his head, cannot believe his eyes, what he's seen. A cross has been quickly effected. This is Fulham, an opportunity by Benyan there to the rescue of Manchester United. 56 minutes of play. This is Diego Dalot. Dalot has the ball now. Who can he pick? Dalot relaxes a little bit, tries to pick up a teammate. Yes, he finds one. This is Matthias De Ligt. De Ligt finds his captain, Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes trying to locate a colleague here. Fernandes still has the ball and finds Matthias De Ligt once again. Matthias De Ligt releases the ball to Luke Shaw. A long one has been sent in looking for Brian Mbeumo, but of course Calvin Bassey will head the ball out. So Manchester United pushing and pushing and pushing. This is Patrick Dogu, leaves one for Matthias Cunha. Cunha tries to locate Dalot, an opportunity for Manchester United. Dalot in the box, but of course Alexi Iwobi will play the ball out for corner kick.
Now that Sesko is in the game, I expect Manchester United to put a lot of ball into the box for him because he brings the presence up front for them. So they need to put the ball, provide him with the balls for him to score the goals.
They should provide him with the ball for him to score the goals. We are live on TikTok as Our Media Sports. Live on TikTok. I think I saw some couple of messages in there. Live on TikTok. Okay. Lenny Yoro. Yoro gets the first goal of the season for Manchester United. 58 minutes of play and the Red Devils are flying high. Manchester United 1, Fulham 0. Craven Cottage being silenced.
Craven Cottage has been silenced, but I don't know whether it's going to be for the full 90 minutes because of the football they are playing. They are not playing. That is out of the blue. You understand? I did not expect that United was going to get a goal from a corner. I thought it was going to be from open play. But wherever the goal comes from, no matter the situation that derives the goal, it is a goal.
Yeah. Gideon,
I think it's long overdue.
Happy down.
It's long overdue. United should have been up in this game long time ago. I think probably this goal will open the
I think it was our own goal.
Yeah,
just look at it. A header from Lenny Yoruba. It hits Muniz.
Yeah.
So that should be given as an own goal. But whichever way.
Wherever
it doesn't matter where the goal comes from.
Okay, great. So United is leading by 1 goal to 0. 58 minutes of play. Approaching the 59th minute. I think the goal has been given to Lenny Yoro. Or
it should be given to him.
Marco Silva is complaining bitterly. I don't know what he's complaining about. Okay. So Marco Silva, trying to say that there was a push, build up to the goal. There was a push, and that the referee should take a look at it.
That was not a push. That was not a push that deserves for the penalty for the goal to be recalled. Because you see, there's physicality in English football, and there's a level that is accepted. There's a level that VAR can look at. Unlike what we saw in the penalty incident against, so there are clear distinctions between the two scenarios altogether.
Great. So the goal has been given to Muniz as an own goal, and not Lenny Yoro. Bruno Fernandes locates Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw coming in full force with that speed of light, leaves the ball for Patrick Dogu, and of course Dogu would have to go past his marker here. Patrick Dogu versus Castagne. Patrick Dogu leaves the ball for Luke Shaw once again. Luke Shaw, what can he do? Gives the ball to Patrick Dogu, back to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw picks up a teammate in person of Bruno Fernandes, and Fernandes locates Mason Mount. Mount back to Matthias De Ligt, and De Ligt has the ball, leaves the ball for Lenny Yoro, sends a very long one, picks up Diego Dalot into the box, an opportunity, but goalkeeper Leno has held the ball, and Tete will try to launch an attack here. This is Fulham coming at Manchester United, try to at least equalize. And Manchester United have to deal with the ball, but yes, still Fulham an opportunity for the referee says what? Play must continue. Referee says play must continue. Calvin Bassey with the ball. Bassey leaves it for Alex Iwobi. Rastaman to Rastaman. This is Sessegnon. Spotter number 30, Jesse sends a very long one in, tries to locate Castagne. Castagne picks up the ball and Tite sends a long one into the post, but of course has gone out. Nunes had a header or head on it.
You see the problem with taking Casemiro out, who gave protection to the back three there. You see when because he's not there, when the Fulham players play the ball, Lenny Yoro had to come out of position to cover up the space. So he's leaving a lot of space in front of the back three.
But you see, it was necessary at the time the substitution was made, because the intention is not to come here and then get a draw. Yeah. The intention was to come here and then get the win. You understand? So I thought that you see, now the deepest line midfielder is Bruno Fernandes, which I think is also negating the impact when it comes to the attacking third. Yeah. You understand? So I thought he was going to take Mason Mount out, right, and then leave Casemiro in the game, and then bring Sesko, and then take Ahmad. So that's the substitution of Ahmad he got right, but I think that it should have been what's the name, Mason Mount rather than Casemiro, so that the solidity of the base will still be there for the attack to still move with Benjamin Sesko in there.
I think going forward he has to look at that. Ugarte is on the bench, so I think he has to do that.
Right. So
but it should come in the 80th minute or the 88th minute, where if they are still leading, then you can try as much as possible to shore the defense and then give them some amount of protection.
Yeah, depending on how the game goes.
Depending on how the game goes, and Fulham have made a change. Let me say 2 changes. Castagne and Sessegnon has been taken off of the game, and the likes of Robinson have been placed in. Let's see what this brings to Fulham. It's a throw-in for Fulham now. 62 minutes of play. Manchester United leading at Craven Cottage. This is Calvin Bassey. Bassey sends a long one to Tite. Tite trying to pick a teammate here, and yes, he finds one. And this is Lukic locates a player, and a long one has been sent, but of course goes for a throw-in. Referee says it's a throw against Fulham. And Muniz, and this is the own goal by Muniz. And certainly sure when he goes back to watch this, he wouldn't be happy that he's let his team down. But at this point in time, there's little he could do.
Yeah, I mean, there was little he could do about it. The header came in, and I think he was trying to block the header, but unfortunately, it hits him.
No, but I still blame him. You understand? Because if the header is coming in, you don't turn your back to the ball, because in every defensive setup you should face the ball, or you should face who is going to head the ball. So why did you rather turn your back to the ball?
Why did you turn your back to the ball? Is the question that Force is asking. This is Fulham, and Calvin Bassey will send a very long one, try to find King or Muniz. But ball couldn't materialize. This is Manchester United coming at Fulham at this point in time. Matthias Cunha, but goalkeeper Leno will come to the rescue of Fulham. This is Tite. Tite has the ball now. Can he pick up a teammate? Yes, he does. And Fulham will be flying at this point in time, trying to at least unsettle Manchester United in their own half. This is Fulham coming at Manchester United. The ball is with Alex Iwobi. Iwobi picks up a teammate, trying to find Muniz, but has been brought down. Referee says play must continue. Brilliant one from Bruno Fernandes. What a dribble from Bruno Fernandes. Still Manchester United. A player has been brought down. Referee says play. Okay, so referee stops play, and it's a foul for Fulham.
I think it's a throw-in.
It's a throw-in rather, and Robinson will do that. Robinson trying to pick up Alex Iwobi. Yes, he finds one, and yes, still Fulham trying to at least navigate their way through, and it's a welcome goal kick to Manchester United. Lenny Yoro shaking his head. I don't know what he's actually shaking his head for, but he's doing that in a little bit of disappointment, and feels that they must do a lot of work to ensure that at least they protect their goal, if not to add up. This is Benjamin Sesko, the number 30 shirted man, tries to pick up Patu Dogu, but it's a throw in for Fulham.
There was
Patu
too
Dogu.
much force on the pass.
It is not the force. I disagree with you.
I mean,
as a player, you have to be ambidextrous. As a player, you should be able to be comfortable with either your left or your right foot. Because if he had taken that ball with the right foot, he would have taken it easily.
See, not every player has that ability.
No, you have to learn. You have to learn.
There are few players who.
No, I get the point, but there are certain basic things in football that you need to be able to do with both legs. Do you understand? You have to.
66 minutes of play. Ruben Amorim down, trying to watch his tactics and see where the connections are. Manchester United still leading by a long goal. 66 minutes of play, and Craven Cottage has been silenced at this point in time. This is Robinson. Robinson trying to pick up King. Yes, he finds King. King with the ball. Leaves one for Robinson. Sends a long one in, but ball has been dealt with. This is Brian Mbeumo. Has not really been seen in the second half. But Brian Mbeumo has the ball now, using his pace and strength. Leaves the ball for Bruno Fernandes. A very incisive pass from Bruno Fernandes. But ball has been dealt with by the defenders of Fulham. This is Alex Iwobi, dazzling through the midfield, navigating his way through, but it's a throw in here. And Manchester United can afford to breathe at this point in time. 67 minutes of play. Fulham 0, Manchester United 1. Let us hear from you. We are live on YouTube, Our Media Sports, live on Facebook, Our Media Sports, live on TikTok as well.
I think what Manchester United shouldn't do is allow this game to be scrappy end to end. They are leading, so they have to take control of the game. They have to take control of the football, not to allow Fulham into the game. They are allowing the game so open. And Fulham are getting more of the ball. They have to take control and control the game.
It is now the responsibility of the coach to calm the nerves of the players now.
An opportunity!
This is when you calm down. Do you understand? This is when you pick your passes. This is when you like rightly indicated, you take the scaffold out of the game, take the wind out of the wing for Fulham, and then they will get frustrated. You understand? Because you are leading, so you just manage the game. Is the system, and is it the United of old should have gone for a second goal?
Yeah,
But
I think that's what they should be aiming to do.
Yes,
for the second
but they can hit United on the they can hit Fulham on the counter. But my problem here is that do they have the pace up front?
Do they have the pace up front? It's a question that Force is asking. Fulham has a corner kick. It has been quickly been affected by Lukic, but ball has been dealt with partially, and Alex Iwobi with a strike. Whoa! Alex Iwobi trying to go for a belter, but ball goes a little bit upwards, and Manchester United can afford a breath here.
So yeah,
Ugarte is coming on, just as you rightly said.
Yeah, he needed to I think to gain more control of the ball in the midfield. So he needed to come.
So Mason Mount is out. Ugarte is in. Let's see what Ugarte brings on board for Manchester United. I think Mason Mount has played his part.
Yes, but I have not been convinced. You understand? Because you see that the standard of Mason Mount when Chelsea won the Champions League in 2021 compared to what he's doing in United. I mean, this is third season at United, right?
Third season.
And I really do not think he's gotten even to 50% of the potential that he did show at Chelsea. Because if he's able to get to even near that potential, it's going to be a massive asset for Manchester United.
Going to be a massive asset for Manchester United. At this point in time, United will defend gallantly. Leaves the ball for goalkeeper Ata Benyede. 69 minutes of play, approaching the 70th minute. It's still 1-0 in favor of Manchester United, the Red Devils. This is Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw trying to locate a teammate here. Luke Shaw sends a long one in, picks up Diego Dalot. Yes, he does. Diego Dalot passes to Lenny Joro. Joro sends a very long one in, locating Benjamin Sesko, but to no avail. United will have to still deal with this. Calvin Bassey came in. And this is Robinson. Robinson sends the ball to throw, and Manchester United has a throw in here. Diego Dalot will do justice to that. Brian Mbeumo has not really been seen in the second 45 minutes.
No, he hasn't been seen in the whole 70 minutes.
In the whole 70 minutes.
Yes, there's a physical distribution of the channeling of the attack today. You know? I mean, the first match against Arsenal, you realized that every single ball was being fed to him. So he had more of an outlet. He was more on the ball.
Yeah.
But today you realize that the three main dimensions of the pitch had been used.
Yeah.
Either flanks have been used, and then the middle two has been used. So the attack has not been concentrated. Was it on the right side of attack?
Yeah.
It's been equally distributed. That is why you don't see the impact of Brian Mbeumo in today's game. But it also takes away from his impact, because he is somebody who likes to get onto the ball, and without that, you don't really see his impact has been effective.
This is Matthias Cunha, the former Wolves player, and Patrick Dogu has the ball now. This is Patrick Dogu trying to dribble past his marker. Patrick Dogu has the ball, leaves one for Luke Shaw once again. Luke Shaw, just look at this.
I think that was over elaboration. They were passing the ball amongst themselves, trying to create the space, but the space was not coming. So they should have restarted the attack again.
Manchester United should have restarted the attack again, but here it is Fulham who is restarted now and playing from the back. Has caused so many teams, just as yesterday Manchester City tried to do. Robinson sends one to find King. Yes, King, that's fine. Alex Iwobi finds Berge, and this is King. An opportunity but has been dealt with. Patrick Dogu coming to the rescue of Manchester United right on time. But Alex Iwobi will continue launching the attack. This is Robinson. Robinson finding Nigerian international. Sends a very long one into the ball. An opportunity, and it's a goal! It's a goal! Fulham has equalized. And of course, Smith Rowe with a goal for Fulham. Just look at that. The substitute, has scored a goal for Fulham. It's 1-1, and Craven Cottage is alive now.
Poor defensive setup. You understand? I mean, because the ball that got into the penalty box that Smith connected should have been clear.
So
I mean, it is.
Just look at the build-up here. Force cannot talk again, and just look at the build-up from Alex Iwobi sends a long one in.
It is not
Matthias De Ligt and Luke Shaw should be dealing with this ball easily, but
no, De Ligt should have been dealing with that ball. De Ligt should have dealt with that ball easily. You understand? And then for Luke Shaw to have allowed Smith Rowe to beat him to the ball. This is a criminal offensive football. No, seriously, this is a criminal offensive football.
My man force.
Oh yes,
criminal offensive football.
So what I said earlier, that United shouldn't allow Fulham to control the game, to come at them when they were 1-0 up. So they allowed Fulham, and now Fulham has equalized. Now you have to do it all over again. I don't know why they are making this job difficult for themselves.
So 18 more minutes to go, 73 minutes. Fulham 1, Manchester United 1, and Smith Rowe, has equalized for Fulham, and Craven Cottage is alive. The fans are jubilating in their numbers, shouting here and there. And this is Luke Shaw trying to relaunch an attack. Yes, finds Diego Dalot. Dalot picks up a teammate. Ball back to Diego Dalot. Dalot sends a very long one into Matthias Cunha. The number 10. Matthias Cunha picks up Patrick Dogu. Dogu, what can he do with the ball? Dogu finds his captain, Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw back to Matthias De Ligt to restart the game once more. This is Lenny Yoro. Yoro has the ball now. Yoro picks up a teammate in person of Ugarte. Ugarte leaves the ball for Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw tries to pick up Patrick Dogu, and that was a straight one, but referee says it's a foul against Fulham. Patrick Dogu has been brought down, and he is holding his head. Patrick Dogu has been brought down. It's a foul to Manchester United. 75 minutes of play. Fulham 1, Manchester United 1. Do you, foresee United adding up to their tally?
I think they are passing the ball amongst themselves too much. Now you have a number 9, you have a target man. locate him, try to put more balls into the box for him.
And he's got the height too.
Yeah, he has everything. So I don't know why they are passing the ball so many times between them.
Our Media Sports on YouTube, Our Media Sports on Facebook. It's a free kick. Quick one has been sent in, but ball dealt with diligently by the defenders of Fulham. Can they? Okay, so Manchester United was trying to come in full force through Diogo Dalot, but ball has been ballooned. And at this point, Fulham can afford a breath as Ruben Amorim tries to figure out things to ensure that in the last 15 minutes, at least, Manchester United can get another goal.
Well, you realize that since Benjamin Sesko came in, none of the what's the name attacking wing backs have put in a cross.
Yeah,
you understand? And that is what we've been talking about. Put in the crosses, right? Because he's got a height, he's got a power.
Yeah.
So how are you going to take advantage of those attributes of the striker? You get a point. You see, the same pattern that occurred against Arsenal is happening. He comes into the game and does not get chances. So what is going to be the essence of him coming on?
It's a big question that Force is asking, but this is Tite. Tite tries to send the ball backwards, finds Anderson. And Anderson for Fulham. Anderson leaves one for Calvin Bassey. Bassey for Robertson. And Robertson tries to pick up a teammate. Yes, he does. Finds Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe sends the ball back to his goalkeeper. Leno sends a very long one in trying to locate his striker. Munez, yes, he does. Smith Rowe with the ball. And Fulham trying to launch an attack here in full force. Alex Iwobi picks up Munez. An opportunity. Oh my word, across the face of post.
This is what United did to Fulham in the first 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
And the ties have turned, right? You see, you don't like even if he had scored, it would have been an offside. But the fact is that the spaces have been created in between the defensive lineup of United, and the Fulham attackers are taking advantage of it. This is what the United attackers should be doing. They should be passing the balls through the channels of the Fulham because the spaces are there. You understand? But if you want to pass the ball between yourself too much, then the spaces are going to be closed. And you see, it makes your centre forward ineffective. That is what they are rendering Benjamin Sesko to. And you see, the qualities of Benjamin Sesko is equal to Gyökeres.
Yeah.
You understand? And Arsenal is using Gyökeres to effect. You understand? And I mean, for the past 10 minutes that he has been on, have you seen something?
No,
you haven't seen
Patrick
anything.
Dogu has not sent in a cross.
So
Neither Diogo Dalot has sent in any better cross. Even Bruno Fernandes, who is supposed to be sharing the passes and all that, he's not been giving that incisive passes.
Because he's still a bit deeper. You understand? Which I think is problematic.
Yeah.
Instruct Bruno Fernandes to go a lot higher the pitch because
that is
now
not
you need a goal.
So I felt Ugarte will do that deep row. Will be marking, helping the defenders in that deep row,
So what instruction has been given to Bruno Fernandes now? You understand? Because that is Matthew's goal now, right?
Yeah.
And behind him is Bruno Fernandes. And it shouldn't have been so because the distance between Bruno Fernandes and Matthew's goal should be limited.
Great. And so Manchester United have themselves to blame. Lenny Yoro with the ball leaves one for Matthias de Ligt. Former, Ajax player, went to Bayern Munich and now with Manchester United. This is Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw picks up a teammate, the Portuguese international, in person of Bruno Fernandes, sends a very long one to Diogo Dalot. Dalot tried to find Brian Mbeumo and an opportunity for Manchester United to double their lead, but of course, Calvin Bassey will always be there. Bassey will always be there to ensure that there is safety, ensure that at least he defends gallantly and diligently for his team. It's a welcome goal kick, and goalkeeper Leno will start an attack. This is Robinson, finds Alex Iwobi in midfield, and Fulham at this point in time will start to relaunch an attack. Tite has the ball now. This is Tite. Tite leaves one for Wilson. Yes, he gets Wilson, and Wilson leaves one for Lukic. This is Lukic. Lukic trying to locate his player or colleague, and the ball is with Alex Iwobi now. Alex Iwobi finds Smith. Smith back to Alex Iwobi. Alex Iwobi back to Calvin Bassey. Bassey, oh, brilliant one from Bassey. Leaves it for Alex Iwobi, the Nigerian international. Alex Iwobi tries to pick up his teammates. Yes, he does. And this is King. King leaves it for Smith Rowe. An opportunity for Wilson now. This is Fulham attacking here. And of course, what can they do? Manchester United. Oh, the ball is still in post. And Manchester United should be careful here. Fulham and Manchester at this point in time living dangerously. Gideon.
See, when you allow your opponent to possess the ball for such a long time, allow them confidence in the game. This is what will happen. You are 1-0 up, you should be going for the second goal, but you sat back and allowed them into the game. And now they are dominating the game.
Berge says a long one locates Robinson. Robinson tried to pick up Smith Rowe, but it's out of touch, and Manchester United can breathe. 81 minutes of play. 9 more minutes to go. It is 1-0 at Craven Cottage for us.
Well, it's been poor for United, you understand, both from the tactical aspect and then from the personnel as well. Because I have always believed, or I have always
just
said
the ball possession in the last 5 minutes. 64 for Fulham, 36 for Manchester United.
Yes, this was the exact opposite of what we saw last week, where Arsenal were denied, possession of the ball by United. And it is funny because Arsenal are better handlers of the ball. Arsenal are better players of the ball. You understand? They keep the ball better than Fulham. So to the extent that Fulham is keeping the ball better today than Manchester United is a surprise to me. Do you understand? And you see, I don't understand why certain players do not have the mentality of winning. Because I can tell you for a fact that the second 45 minutes has cast a doubt, on the ability of Manchester United to go all the way and challenge, not even challenge for the trophy, but even challenge for the top 4. Because what we saw last week is the exact opposite of what we have seen today. Do you understand? It's like going to a 5-star restaurant today, and then the next day you go to the roadside chop bar. That is what we have seen today.
Manchester United today was supposed to be a day where they'll build up from where they left off against Arsenal, but it looks as if they've left their teaming supporters down. But let's see, we have about 8 more minutes to play, and anything can happen in football.
Anything can happen in football. That is rightly so. That is rightly stated. But something should happen for anything to happen. You understand? I mean, you should.
That is true.
You should do something.
Yes, I love that point.
Yes, to show that something can happen. But so far, if there were to be a goal in the game again, I would say that's going to come from Fulham, unless United ups the tempo or unless they change strategically what they've been doing for the past 40 minutes.
A long one trying to pick up Robinson, but referee says it's a foul. And it's a foul for Fulham. 83 minutes of play. Wilson is smiling because he can't afford to smile at this point in time. He was brought down by Ugarte. And Wilson reminds me so much of Luka Modric. Look at his height and the hairstyle as well. Luka Modric yesterday had his first game, becoming the oldest player to play in the Italian Serie A, 39 years of age. Yeah, and some months as well for AC Milan. Yeah. And so I'm definitely sure that you have all the news that you have been waiting for from Messi when she comes on. This is Alex Iwobi trying to launch an attack here. Fulham coming at Manchester United, an opportunity. Ball has been sent to, and this is Berge. Berge has an opportunity for Fulham, but of course Manchester United defenders has been dealt with it. But Tite has the ball now, and Fulham coming in full force. What can they do here? Tite has the ball. Tite leaves one for Wilson, an opportunity for Fulham at this point in time. What can they do? Muniz, but ball has been dealt with. Fulham, what are they doing? Manchester United leaving dangerously at this point in time. 84 minutes of play. It is Diego Dalot trying to relaunch an attack. Brian Mbeumo has the ball now, has been put down. What is the referee saying? Referee says that play must continue. Yes, play must continue. Brian Mbeumo.
It looks like Fulham are the ones pushing for the win.
We tell you people say Brian Mbeumo, you don't know nothing. We tell you people.
United is suffering what everybody expected Fulham to suffer. You understand? The confidence in the ball, the confidence without the ball, the ability to do whatever you want to do and interpret your tactics. That is what Fulham is doing. You see, the momentum has shifted from United to Fulham, because when United got a good, the momentum was with them, but they did not ride the momentum. Fulham has gotten the equalizer, the momentum shifted to them, and they are riding on the momentum. So that's the contrast between what we've been able to see so far in the 85 minutes that we have seen.
Our Media Sports live on YouTube, Our Media Sports live on Facebook, Our Media Sports live on TikTok as well, on all social media handles. We are Our Media Sports. Yes, we have come to stay, and we are the new ish. 5 more minutes to go. Fulham 1, Manchester United 1, and Ugarte, and that was Benjamin Sesko, and of course Bruno Fernandes. They put off his shirt, and referee says a foul. But this is the occasion where Brian Mbeumo fell off after trying to go past his marker. But this is Patrick Dogu trying to launch an attack here. Sends one in. It's a corner kick for Manchester United. Wilson has not been bad since coming on, and there you have it. Manchester United doing another change. Lenny Joro is going off for Harry Maguire to come in. Is he a good substitution?
He's pushing for the
or Maguire is coming in as a striker now.
Yeah, I think that's what he wants to do.
After buying Benjamin Sesko, but you still bring Harry Maguire in as a striker.
The problem is that
Manchester United,
even if Maguire comes in, do you understand? What channels are going to be used to get a ball to him?
First, I'll get back to you, but this is a corner kick for Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes behind the ball. 86 minutes of play, approaching the 87 minutes. Fulham 1, Manchester United 1. It's a corner kick, quickly effected. A long one has been sent in, but of course no one to head the ball into the net. This is Patrick Dogu. Dogu has the ball now. Dogu releases the ball to Matthias Cunha on the right flank. And
that's another corner.
Manchester United. We are live on YouTube, we are live on Facebook, we are live on TikTok, we are live on X. Everywhere you pass, we did there some. Brian Mbeumo will have the opportunity to take this corner. Mbeumo, we tell you people, 87 minutes of play. Manchester United has a corner now. Mbeumo sends a long one. Nearly Harry Maguire making an instant impact since coming on. Harry Maguire for you.
That's what he was brought on to do, and he's doing just that. It's just a whisker wide.
You Bruno, they respect Harry Maguire. But every time behind him, your savior.
Just
you know,
wide.
I like the tenacity of Maguire. Because if Maguire were somebody else, I mean, 3 seasons ago he would have left United, because to the extent that he was transfer listed, to the extent that he was taken out of the team, to the extent that the captain's armband was taken from him. You know, I mean, the humiliation alone, you know, because the pedestal from which we saw him to where he became a reserve player, but he stuck to his guns. He said he wasn't going to leave. He was going to fight for his position. He was going to fight for his prominence in the team. And I think that gradually he's been able to do that. Just that he's not a starter, but the mere fact that your impact has been felt on the team is more important.
It's more important, says Force. 88 minutes of play, approaching the 89th minute. It's still 1-1 at Craven Cottage. And this is Tite, a throw in for Fulham. Tite has the ball and is trying to pick up a teammate. Yes, he does. Finds one. And this is Munez. Munez leaves the ball for Wilson. Ball comes back to Birch. Birch finds Anderson. Anderson back to his teammate, and Fulham at this point in time is attacking Manchester United. What can they do? Tite has the ball now. Tite, he leaves one for his teammates in person of Munez, but has been brought down. Referee says it's a foul. Patrick Dogu bringing Lukic down. Referee says it's a foul. And you have nothing to do with that, as Fulham tries to at least place in the ball into the half of Manchester United. What becomes of this free kick is very, very crucial, because it is the 90th minute on the dot. And anything can happen Patudogu might just let his team down if this ball is slotted into the goalpost of Manchester United. See a player down. Lukic is down. Can he continue? Yes, he does. And referee has played 5 additional minutes into the game, and so we do 5 additional minutes.
If it was the Manchester United of old, 5 additional minutes is a lot of time to do something. But this Manchester United,
let's see whether it's a lot of time for Fulham as well.
They don't inspire confidence.
A long one has been sent in, an opportunity, but ball has been dealt with by Ugarte, trying to pick up Ibrahim Mbeumo. Can he get there? Nope. Fulham has dealt with it diligently, and that
quickly
was Robinson. Robinson has dealt with it. It's a throw-in for Manchester United, and Patudogu has the ball now. 5 more minutes to go. Patudogu has the ball. It's a throw-in for Manchester United. An attacking throw for Manchester United. Patudogu has the ball now and trying to do a very long throw, because all Manchester United players are in the box of Fulham as it stands now, but to no avail. And at this point in time, United will have to restart an attack. This is Bruno Fernandes, the captain of Manchester United. Leaves it for Diego Dalot. Sends a long one into the box. Patudogu has been found, but of course, ball has been dealt with. Player has been brought down. A referee says it's a foul against Fulham. And this same Patudogu, who is supposed to be crossing the ball into the 18-yard box for the strikers to head the ball or get a touch on it, he's not been able to do that, but he has been picking fouls along the line
for 90 minutes. I don't see his work in this game. You understand? I mean, as a right wing back, you see, there's a big difference between a right wing, a wing back and a full back. You understand? I mean, a wing back, you are supposed to add to the attack. They are supposed to create something meaningful when it comes to the attack and then aid defensively. But I mean, for 90 minutes, and you see, I don't see how effective he has been for the whole 90 minutes, and he has ended the game. Do you understand? I mean, the strikers are in the box waiting for you to just creep in the crosses for them to do what they know how to do best, and then you take the bat and always give the cutback, always give the easiest pass. And that has been the problem for Manchester United today. Yeah. They always want to give the easiest of passes, but sometimes you have to, you know, pick the most difficult passes, right? Yes, most of the time it's going to be cleared, but you don't know. One might go through.
A corner kick has been effected nearly. Anderson nearly had a touch on it, and that could have been dangerous, and that would have ended the game for Manchester United. But they still have an additional 2 more minutes to play. Let's see what becomes of it. It is 1-1 at Craven Cottage at this moment. And Fulham has really taught Manchester United a lesson here. Patudogu has been picked up. Yes, there is Patudogu, leaves one for Matthias Cunha. And Cunha with the ball now. What can Cunha do? Dribble past one. Cunha tries to locate a teammate, an opportunity. Oh! What a glorious opportunity for Manchester United. But goalkeeper Leno was up to the task.
Yeah, I think that was good goalkeeping from Leno. If he hadn't had that touch, I think the Manchester United attacker would have scored. But that was a good goal. That was good goalkeeping.
An opportunity for Manchester United, an attacking throw in. Diego Dalot with the ball. Sends a very long one into the 18-yard box. Ball has been dealt with. But this is Manchester United. Brian Mbeumo going for a spectacular. My word. Brian Mbeumo going for a spectacular here. And things could not materialize for the Cameroonian. And the action again once more. And of course, Brian Mbeumo was onside. And yes, so this ball, yes, he was onside. And so if he had placed the ball into the net, it would have counted. But wanted to go for a spectacular, and that didn't materialize. 94 minutes of play. We have about just 30 seconds more to the end of the game. Leno sends a very long one into the Manchester United half, and ball has been dealt by Patrick Dogu. It's a throw-in for Fulham, and at this point in time, they can afford to wind down time. I mean, afford to even walk and do whatever they want to do on the pitch.
Because Fulham will be more comfortable with a draw. You understand? Because they know how tough it's been for them playing against United at Craven Cottage.
It's been tough for them. 5 seconds more, and I think at this point in time, referee might, sound his whistle from any time now. But it's a welcome goal kick for Manchester United. And of course, referee has blown his whistle for the end of proceedings here at Craven Cottage. Manchester United, the visitors, at least had a point in this game where Fulham also came back to equalize. And Bruno Fernandes shaking his head in dismay. Very, very disappointed as a captain for the club, where he had a penalty and could have slotted the ball into the net but failed to do so. It's full time at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Manchester United 1. Smith Rowe, ending this beautiful one for Fulham. Let me come to you, Gideon. Let's share with us your thoughts on the game, the entire 90 minutes.
I mean, as a Manchester United fan, I'm very disappointed with this result, considering the performance last week where Manchester United should have won. I think they should have won this game in the first half, because in the first half they had a lot of chances. Bruno Fernandes missed a penalty, but it was a disappointing second half from them. They should have built on their performance in the first half. I think it's a disappointing result for the manager, for the team, and for the fans.
Great. I'll come back to you first, but don't forget that right after this, we'll be giving you that live commentary in the game involving Accra Hearts of Oak and Kumasi Asante Kotoko. It is the Gauka Top 4 tournament, and the two giants of Ghanaian football will be clashing at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Let me come to you first, your thoughts on the entire 90 minutes.
Well, Gideon will sum up my thoughts. It's been poor, but I only disagree with him for the fact that he thinks that United did play well in the first half. Yeah, they didn't play well in the first half. It was poor because, you see, we are not just analyzing today's performance. We are analyzing. We are just opposing it against last week's performance. And if you comparably, you realize that there's a huge drop off from the performance from last week to today's performance. So I am just going to let the players know. Is it sometimes it doesn't take the coach to let you understand that the task at hand is huge. You understand? I mean, United wants to come out of the doldrums. United wants to come out of the shithole that they find themselves in, because this is not the United that we know. Because at the end of the day, this is the United that have spent a lot of money but have not been able to justify the monies that have been spent, to the extent that the supporters are not happy with the club and the players as a whole. And you see, we have to agree. This is the biggest club in England, but we don't see their bigness in terms of their performances.
Great. I'm definitely sure that Force will be giving you a full 90 minutes review of this particular game. Thank you very much, Gideon. Thank you very much, Force. Our social media corner is up next with Mercy and Courage. Right after that, we'll be giving you live commentary on the Gauka Top 4 game involving Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Accra Hearts of Oak. Do not forget to love what you do and do what you love. We'll be back after that.
Some of the score lines of the games I will be bringing your way. Guess what? Hello, sports fans. Welcome to Sports on Our Media Sport. Today I'm full of smiles because I have some good news coming your way. Now, as we all know, we are in pre-season, and the next season, 2025-2026 football season, is about to kick off. And Our Media wants to bring some goodies your way. Now, we'll be doing a lot of lives, a lot of watch-alongs. During the FIFA World Cup, during the FIFA Club World Cup, we did a lot of watch-alongs where some of you joined, and we had an amazing time. So this season, we want to have more of that, and we want you to join in the live, join the conversations once we are streaming, and drop your comments. Let's get interactive. We want to grow a community on here. So what we want to do is, as you can see, we have some amazing shirts. These are quality shirts, by the way. This is Real Madrid, Manchester United, and Chelsea. Now, let's not forget, Chelsea has the World Championship badge in there. And we'll be giving all of these out based on your engagement with us. Now, if you're able to join our live on our watch-alongs and you're able to predict correctly some of the score lines of the games I'll be bringing your way, guess what? You stand a chance to win some of these amazing shirts, and also some cash prizes and airtimes here and there. Now, this is not a one-time thing. Throughout this whole season, our media wants to also support you as you support us. So this is a call for you to engage with us, share our content, like, and one thing you can also do is to invite your family, your friends to like, follow, and share our content. So we'll be looking out for you, we'll be looking out for your content, we'll be looking out for your comments, all the fun and all the joy. We'll be looking out to hear from you once we come on live, and not just our lives, by the way. Once we drop content, we want to see more shares, more interactiveness, and then we'll also like to reward you for your effort. So this is in our media is saying that support us and then win yourself amazing prizes. Thank you for your support so far, and we'll be looking forward to seeing more from you throughout this whole season. As always, I'm your host Mercy, and catch you some other time for some more excited offers. So we have come to the end of today's match week 2, and then match day 2 for Manchester United, and their game against Fulham ended in a 1-1 draw. It looks like the people's favourites, Manchester United, were not able to get a win once again this time around. And their last game against Arsenal ended with Arsenal taking the win. And then here, a lot of people, you even said that you would prefer for them to get a win at least.
Yes.
Because it means that they'll drop points. And from the table, they are like 16 right now. Only God knows where they'll be next week. But what are your takeaways from today's game?
It's been very, very shambolic on the part of Manchester United, really not to polish this performance at all.
Wow.
I'm beginning to think their first game against Arsenal was a mere fluke. Maybe they were motivated because they were going to play against one of the best teams in England. But then today, I don't want to say they underrated this game because they played to their highest potential. But then their best wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough.
They took the lead earlier on, they went to sleep, and then Fulham came with an equalizer. They didn't even show any sense of urgency to even push further for a winner. They were just relaxed, played the same game they started from the first half. First half, I think, I said earlier on that they weren't that great because if you look at the gap between them and especially how they held possession, it wasn't that.
It wasn't strong.
Yes, the
difference
was
just 52, 48. It wasn't.
So this wasn't a build-up on what they showed in their initial game, which was the match day 1 where they came off against Arsenal. Yes. So this below par. This is one of the performances they will go to the locker room and then regret whatever they did on the pitch today. Cunha will live to regret this game, especially because he had some decent chances, especially in the first half. Mason Mount was versatile today. He started as the arrowhead, as the number 9, and then later sent to the middle. So he performed his duty. But then the biggest headline of the match will have to do with Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes missing that penalty.
I mean, how did that happen? Yes, and then he came into the second half thinking he'll be more charged to even and pay for that.
I mean, that's the kind of thing that kills your spirit if you are being very honest. But football,
we are like Bruno Fernandes, who has seen it all in world football. I mean, he plays for the Portuguese national team. He's a key member, a very big player, of course.
He did get a nomination for Ballon d'Or.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So if you are not able to psych yourself up and then come back as quick as it's supposed to be, and then play your game, and then you live in the past, or you dwell in the past. Maybe you missed a penalty, so you are down. I mean, who does that? Such signs comes from relatively very, very lesser players. Maybe an academic graduate coming into the first team, or but then if you miss, and this is not the first time he's missing a penalty or he's been on penalty duties. So if you miss that, he comes to the second half. He come in with a very, very bold statement, stronger than what you did in the first half. But then. The first half performance was even better than what he showcased in the second half. So United will go back to the dressing room and then regret for whatever they did in this game. But then Fulham will be proud at least picking up a point against a team like Manchester United. Yes, though they did very well. They did very well last season as compared to what Manchester United did. But then here we are again, Manchester United, lying 16th position on the league log after just 2 games.
Just 2 games.
Who would have expected that?
I mean, it's no different from their shambolic performance that they had last season. But let's all hope is not lost. Amorim Ball is still very active. Amorim Ball 2025-2026.
We live to
the
see.
agenda is still very active.
Yet,
so whatever it is, match week 2 has come to an end. Manchester United has had their bite. Fulham has had their bite. Unfortunately, both teams were not able to clinch a win, but a draw is good enough. Although it's not looking too good for Manchester United, they've dropped 16 position on the league table, and they are almost at number 20. So I don't know how they are going to salvage that, but congratulations to all of them. I think this week has been a very fruitful week, and we'll see you some other time for some more news coverage and some more sports news. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting, and sticking with us all through our live session, and see you some other time.